I'm sure we all played some of these, but played Cuphead.
Yes.
Got Cuphead.
Did you play any Cuphead?
After a while of people convincing me that this was not a hoax, that it did come out, still wasn't really sure. I downloaded it. I'm like, I don't know.
You were playing it, and you're like,
And I was like, I should put this in a time capsule and send it to my grandchildren. Cuphead is actually way, way better than I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's because I never actually looked at whenever I see a video, right? Maybe twice ever. Cuphead's like pew 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 pew, and I thought that was it.
Did you parry shit?
I know. I didn't know there was parry shit until the game booted up.
100%.
There's supers?
Yeah.
There's parries?
You can play the game with a lot of its basic features and just do it like pew pew, run, bang, shoot, man.
Yeah.
But there's advanced
the
systems.
parries give you super bar. So
you build up extra EX for taking risks.
So I was really like, wow, this is way better than I thought it was going to be. And the other thing I have to compliment, maybe not a lot of people talk about it, is like the bits of writing that are there are actually really, really sharp.
Oh yeah.
Like whenever you lose, a boss has a taunt that's amazing, and when there's like several bosses, like if you die on each one gets their own taunt.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, all these things are great. Whether the Frog Brothers, they're like, that's the reason we're so bad, because we come from the wrong side of the lily pad. And I'm like, oh, that's good. That's good.
Makes you want to die on every boss.
Kind of.
Well, good. Don't worry.
Yeah. And the other little mechanic I want to talk about, where I'm like, that's weird. And I'm like, no, that makes sense, is like play it on basic just to get a lay of the land of how the boss fight's going to go, and then play it on normal to actually get the contract, just to give yourself but it doesn't really matter, because do you have lives? You don't.
No, there's no lives.
Okay, because I didn't.
You get fucking killed, and then you either do continue or not.
The thing. And the little, this might be stuff that we're all going to mention, but the little tracker to show you how far you were from the boss is also incredibly smart.
Oh, yeah, no, you get to see, I remember I fought the frog boss, I don't know, it took me 5-6 times to beat it, right? And it's like, I got killed on the second phase over and over,
it took me 5
and I knew that it was the second phase right away, because at the bottom it just shows looks like a racing line or something like that.
Yeah,
where it says with little markings in between, this is how much you got into. There's another phase after this, so fucking get good for real.
Because the other crazy thing that I guess I just bypassed me is I didn't know the game was primarily just boss rushing.
I also did not.
I thought it was levels with a lot of bosses, and I haven't even gotten to a normal level.
Well, yeah, there's one you can play relatively early. But
I mean, considering the nature of how expensive it is to do these types of animations and whatnot, I would hope that it's that, because the alternative is we drew 10 grunts that you're gonna fight for hours.
Yeah, that's true.
In color variants, and that's not fun. So unique bosses that are all wacky and have phases and stuff is way more fun and a better use of your animation budget.
You're focusing on one interesting encounter in one enclosed space rather than have to plan out an entire.
Well, the other thing is that
level.
if these bosses were at the end of levels, holy fucking shit, I would have given up. Right?
Yeah.
There's the one shooting level that I played earlier. I played an hour and a half, and played the one shooting level, and it took me 5 or 6 tries to get through it. And then I went and fought the Frog Brothers, and it took me 5 or 6 tries to get through it. But if those had been combined, even though the shooting level is 1 minute long, maybe 90 seconds.
The combined challenge.
The combined challenge would have meant okay, I only get a shot at the frog boss with whatever health I got after this one. It would have taken me all day.
One thing about the item shop though is that I go in, I'm I actually don't want.
I don't want a single one.
I don't want any of these items for too full. One, I'm going to do it without them, and two, all of these I don't really like. It's it gives you an extra hit point, but makes you fucking weak. Does this, but does that.
That's cool. Spread shot does way more damage because it's a spread shot.
But guess what?
It doesn't reach all the way across the screen.
So they're interesting.
They balance
that's
out.
Different, but I'd want one that's just moderately always good. And I haven't found that one yet. I haven't really bought them yet.
It's not called a power up, is it? Necessarily?
No, it's not. It's just called the store. And that pig guy's welcome.
That guy's evil, man. I don't trust him.
I also played something the complete opposite of Cuphead. I'm not sure you guys played Golf Story.
So it's funny that we mentioned Marvel, because I didn't
Cuphead.
play it. But I did play Cuphead. I really have one thing to add to what you said about Cuphead is that it's a pretty hard game, but it's not nearly as hard as I was expecting.
It's not nearly as hard as Dean Takahashi made it look like.
Well, yeah. Dean Takahashi has a long history of making things look hard.
When I played through that tutorial, I'm like, okay, here's the moment. And I'm just staring at the screen that says press Y in midair to dash. I'm just, now that I'm looking at it in front of my screen, now I can finally understand that
pressure.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
How do you not?
Yeah.
It's shocking. It really is. Like, I know this is being a dead horse, but I'm like, I still don't understand.
Like the hottest takes.
But now that I'm playing, because it's like, I don't know. It's like maybe the screen was blurry. Maybe the graphics were not as sharp as it looked like in this video. It's like, nope.
Like, I'd say Contra 4 is probably harder than Cuphead.
Contra 4 is harder.
And,
yeah.
Man, can we get a new Contra 4?
No, just play Contra 4.
A re-release of Contra 4?
No, I want a new Contra 4. I want Contra 4 the second runner.
Contra 4 too, yeah. Okay, that's all right.
Because Contra 4 is my favorite Contra, so
I want
really interesting.
I want Contra.
It's good.
I adore Contra 4.
God, like okay, here's where it's at.
I'm not going to debate it.
There's some strong ass contenders here.
Here's the problem: you're fighting nostalgia. So,
for me, here's the thing.
I got the Super Nintendo Classic.
Super C.
I played through Contra 3 again over like a little bit, and I'm just like, yeah, this is
Alien Wars is just
here's
too
the thing.
fucking
I need to
rock
specify why Contra 4 is my favorite.
Yeah, okay, why?
The main campaign, I think, is just as good as any of the others.
Yeah.
But the thing that pushes Contra 4 over the edge for me is the challenge mode.
Yeah.
Because none of the other ones have challenge mode.
Right.
That's true.
Adding a bloody palace.
I never beat Contra 4 like on normal or hard.
Neither did I.
I got to the last level and you just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But I did all the fucking challenges.
That's hard.
Which everyone I talked to was like, how did you not beat the main game but you beat all the challenges? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just the bite-sized little Contra thing.
Blame okay, so it's been long. We're past it at this point, so it's pretty much okay. Directly blame Billy.
Yeah.
Because Billy back in the days,
what do you do?
Billy was QA on Contra 4.
He was.
And we all were. But,
all you guys were.
But Billy was, since Billy's a fucking Contra god.
Yeah.
Right? He was the difficulty tester that was basically like, hey, I can do it. That means any human being can. And it was like shit. He basically was able to verify.
It's a boon to have
no,
anyone.
Humans can do this. It's fine.
It's possible.
I couldn't
because fucking Billy the Beast.
I'm not a human.
That's fucked up.
Was able to he was able to do it. Therefore, anyone else should be able to do
his fault.
it. That's him. So your favorite Contra is as hard as it is because of fucking Billy.
Good. That means I can always go back to it.
Yeah. We talked about Cuphead. That's one off the list.
No, there's a bit of Cuphead news. I've seen
Sure, Funko Pop isn't fucking up this time by making Cuphead figures.
Do that. Heroes do that.
Little fucking cool Funko Pop figures that are of Cuphead that don't have dead.
Because they're actually just accurate Cuphead figures.
What is the distinction? Why do they choose to do some Cuphead?
No.
Because the company is
this is literally only it. This is the only ones I've seen them where they break the mold that hard.
Let me there's a factoid that I didn't know.
I like Mugman more than Cuphead.
Everything.
What is the change?
Funko is the company. Mm-hmm. Pop is the vinyl figure toy line.
What? What's the difference?
Funko
Pop is got the black eyes.
Exactly.
But Funko is
the toy company, doesn't always make Pop figures.
Okay.
Pop vinyl figures are the shit ones that we know about.
Okay.
But Funko is just making normal toys here.
Oh, wow. That's
especially
weird.
Faye Valentine. So this is a normal Cuphead figure.
Okay.
And he's black and white. I look how cute Mugman looks.
So good job, guys. You showed you could do it.
They did it.
Even though those eyes, if you take away the pupils, are basically the same thing.
They're there. They're buried, but they're there.